STEM 2 chapters. There are 4 chapters in your syllabus in which we are starting your new chapter, which name is Digital India. What is Digital India? As you know that we are living in 21st century, so obviously we are living into Digital India. From our primary to that higher education and that college education, it means your bachelor degree, you are constantly studying that India is a developing country, and every time we had thought that when India became independent country, when India became developed country, every time our thoughts is going on that. But sometimes the answer is not getting by anybody. Now India is starting to develop much and much more and more. So Digital India. If I ask you a question that what is Digital India? Then you say that ma'am, e-commerce, e-bank, e-card, e-currency, e-technology, that are Digital India. Yes, you are right that. Digital India, it means ડિજિટલ ઇન્ડિયાનો મતલબ આપણે એવું કરી શકીએ કે જે પણ નવું થયું છે ટેકનોલોજીની બાબતમાં જે પણ સુધારાઓ થયા છે that is in digital India. For an example, I give you an example that before some years ago, as you know that the paperwork is going on. People write their account on the paper and they collected that paper of the whole years and years and years. They bunch in the bundle and put it for a record. Now, everything they could find in their mobile, in their laptop, in their computer. And whenever record they want, they could find from their record, from their mobile phone, their computers or their laptop. How easy it could be if they want to find the record of 1999, they could find it within a 1 minute. So it is Digital India. As you learn that e-currency, it means paperless money. We just transfer the money from one account to another account, from one bank account to another bank account. It is also Digital India. Let's start what is Digital India said to us in this story. With increasing use smartphone today, we can buy and sell. Communities using the internet discuss how it can change your life. By the use of more smartphone, by the use of more buying and selling. Communities using the internet, it means e-shopping or internet shopping, we can say that, online shopping. We oftenly bought some things from the online shopping. It is also a part of Digital India. How would your classroom change if college had a Wi-Fi? Just thought out there, just think out that. What happened if someone giving you free Wi-Fi? What will you do? You are just searching from something. What is this essay told to us? This essay talks about the flagship program of the government of India, the Digital India program. The vision of the program is to transfer India into a digitally empowered society and knowledge economy. What is knowledge economy? The program is centered on 3 key visions. Actually, the government launched the program of Digital India in which there are centered on 3 keys. Which are the 3 keys? The first is digital infrastructure. As a core utility even every citizen. Digital infrastructure is the main basic of every citizen. Governance and service on demand. As you know that whatever service we need that we can get by the Digital India. Digital empowerment of citizen. It aims to create digital infrastructure and improve the digital literacy in COVID-19, because due to COVID-19 case, we also learn from the digital literacy. With the aim of converting India into a developed country with a part foreground and in-depth of knowledge for becoming a digitally realized economy. The Government of India flagged off the Digital India program in 2015. Actually, the government launched the Digital India program in 2015 with a grand launch by Prime Minister Narendra Modi. And in 2015, who launched the Digital India? Our Prime Minister Narendra Modi. With the advent of the internet, e-governance, enterprise started taking steps slowly but steadily. At that time, when we launched the Digital India, people not accepted it truly, but at the steadily walk, with the tortoise walk, people started to accept it as their part of their life, as the routine of their life. To India, to improve internet connectivity and make the public digitally aware, especially by empowering the rural sector, the focus is developing infrastructure and providing enhanced electronic activities across the country and reducing the manual work. As we know that the idea of improving internet connectivity, public digitally aware, at that time when internet launched and the Digital India launched in 2015, the internet are very costly, but by gradually internet become the part of the every citizen life, every public life, and especially by empowering the rural area. At that time, we see that in a rural area there is also an internet facilities. The focus is developing infrastructure and providing enhanced electronic activities across the country and reducing manual work. What is the benefit of Digital India? The focus on developing infrastructure. It means the people focus on the digitalization and providing enhanced electronic activities across the country, not only from the mega cities or cities, but also in the rural area. These activities are reduced and reduce the manual work. People do hard work or labor work, or I give you example in a very first line that they had to write on the paper. So manual work is decreased at that time, reduced at that time. Creating digital infrastructure along with improving digital literacy is a key aspect of moving forward in the vision for digital India. What is this? Creating digital infrastructure along with the improving digital literacy. As you know that you can learn from that digital literacy is a key aspect of moving forward on the vision for digital India. It is also a part of vision how our Narendra Modi or how our Prime Minister see that what will India become after some years. One of the first few steps in this direction, it means into infrastructure, into digital infrastructure, where the computerization of railway and land record. As you know that, first of all, if you want to go anywhere, you have to go to the railway station, buy a ticket, inquire for a ticket of date and everything. Now you can do everything from your mobile. You can also know that when your train is reached and when your train reached at your station, you can know by that because of the digitalization or digital infrastructure. So our first few steps is this direction is computerization in a net banking of railways and land record. Land record also recorded into computer. Taking cue of central government, different state governments too started coming up with their own e-governance to help create awareness about digitalization and improve infrastructure. Digitalization or infrastructure started with our central government. Then after some states are taking it and that part of their life, and then after it is become a part of rural life also. Even today in rural life people, in rural area people started to using e-governance or e-money transference. which are as follows. As I told you that the e-governance started in 2015 by Narendra Modi. First of all, it is accepted by the central government. Then after it is accepted by the local people, rural area people, state government and the rural area. And because of the three keys, it is started. Which are the three keys? Empowering citizen digitally, creating and utilizing digital infrastructure, and third one, e-governance and digital delivery of service. There is a word of literacy. What is literacy? In rural area, people did not know about their right, but because of the digital infrastructure, people come to know about their right. It is called a second meaning of literacy here. Three things that are empowering citizens digitally, creating and utilizing digital infrastructure, and third one, e-governance and digital delivery of service. First we saw empowering citizens digitally. What is this? With the help of collaborative platforms for increased digital literacy, the Digital India program pushes for comprehensive knowledge and increased usage of smartphone, computer, laptop, tablet, among various other digital electronic devices. The goal includes the following. What is the goal? To use that electronic device with the help of platform, not only the one platform, but because of the smartphone, laptop, tablet, palm top and the computer. Knowledge increased. As I told you that people come to know about their rights, their duties because of this digital infrastructure. And electronic devices, the goal, what is the goal of using this? The first one, making resources digitally accessible. All equipments, all electronic devices use digitally accessible. Transferring copies of document to a cloud. It means we are reduced to use paper because we are transfer our documents, our files by the cloud or PDF. It means digitally. As this way, we reduce our backlog. Building online platform for government. approximately central government, state government using this, offering digital service in India, regional language. Here is a word regional language. I told you that Ligon, religion, it means we call it Gujarati Dharma, and regional, it means area. So remind this. E-platform empowering citizen digitalization, giving some information, giving their knowledge by their regional language. So it is adaptable by the people easily because they get their information into their language. Second point, creating and utilizing digital infrastructure. How they create that digital infrastructure and how they use that digital infrastructure. Image a scenario where you are able to digitally convey a message from far end of the world, an extremely remote village saying away into an obvious corner of India with the help of the internet. Just imagine that. Before some years, ask your parents. Before some years, any relatives lived into the foreign. They could not conversation with them daily. They could not see that how they live. They cannot get the knowledge how they survive. But in today's life, we can see that how our relatives live in the foreign, how they eat, how they live, everything, even their house, their offices, everything we can see by the internet or by digital infrastructure. So it is a very common example in the internet of that, using of that. That scenario is totally changed. They could not even talk with them daily. Now we can see them. The scenario is totally changed because of the digitalization. Convey a message from the far end of the world, an extremely remote village, saying away in a very corner of the India. Because of the digitalization, we even get the every information, every news, whatever happen in whichever country, we can get this information into a second, into a minute, because of the internet only, because of the digitalization only. Corner of the India with the help of the internet, wouldn't they be wonderful? Yes, of course. That is exactly what Digital India is trying to achieve by proceeding to build infrastructure that supports the high speed of internet. First of all, the internet is very slow. Only in computer or laptop, the internet speed is taken out. But now, even in your smartphone, it is 4G and 5G internet services you can get. High speed internet all across the country because the towers are increased, including areas with remote connectivity. To look at it in terms of specific target, this is what it aims to achieve. It is the aim of government that is launched in 2015 by Narendra Modi that every rural area they can get the internet and they can get knowledge. What are the aims of creating and utilizing digital infrastructure? The first point, creating a unique digital identity that serves an individual lifelong across a range of platforms and services, and it is completely authentic. A unique digital identity that serves an individual lifelong across. First of all, your license may be carried by you whenever you go. But now you can see the license by your phone. Digitalization. Platform services is completely changed now. Making high-speed internet available is the topmost priority for relaying information and delivering service. Because of the high-speed internet, topmost priority we could get information as well as the delivering service. If you buy something from the online. You can get that, you can check that when your parcel reached, when you get that, everything you connected by that internet. Making provisional for a public cloud with a private space that can be shared amongst the specific individual. It is not like that you can get information, you can start information by the publicly, but individually also you can get that. Encouraging digitalization in the financial sector by the promoting service such as mobile banking and net banking. As you know that already I gave you example that because of the net banking, mobile banking, you can transfer money, you can get money, even you can check your passbook and your account, everything you can get by that net banking and a mobile banking. Building a cyberspace that is safe and well encrypted, making a common service center easily accessible to that, to all. Common service center also got by that. The third point, e-governance and digital delivery of service. What is this? As mentioned earlier, the government and the central, whether that is central government, whether that is state government, has been coming up in the range of electronic entities. These are being improved with the aim of making delivery of public service an easy and smoother process and making it easier to service effortless and trouble. As you know that in a very before some time, before some years, your mother or a grandmother, if they want to grind something, they have to work hard, they have to labor to get that. But now because of the mixer grinder, they could grind it very easily and very comfortably. So it is also one example of the digitalization process of making very easy work. All these plans are being executed with the need of common man in mind through the service of delivery. Options that make process easier and help create digital awareness. The following are the goal of Intuitive's aims to achieve with the aspect in mind. What are the aims of that? What are the goals of that? Making cashless, financially transaction digital. First point is that cashless. First of all, people have to carry a cash with them whenever they go, and they have to protect it with also. But now, because of the digitalization, people do not carry with them cash. So, making cashless financial transaction digital, supporting business workflow and enhance digital service. People have to go for shopping into another city. Now they can shop, now they can buy the things with the digitalization, the business work powerful. Business workflow is that whether they are in whichever city, they can business in whenever city by the digitalization, online shopping can be called. Providing single window service across different departments with seamless integration. Single window service. They do not hire more people for their services because the internet gives them all the information. Making use of real-time service on online digital platform. Real-time services they got. Because of the online platform, they could got services very easily in timing. And whatever they want, they could get it easily. They could also check the price of that list. Next point, strengthening e-services by making them available on the cloud. information, it means GIS, technology for better integration with related organization. What is this GIS technology? As per the Digital India Mission statement, they stand by the IT, it means information technology, stands with three different verticals: information technology, Indian talent, and India today. That the other points are e-Kranti, e-healthcare, e-education, security, farmer, cybersecurity, justice, and financial inclusion that we will see in our next video. Till then, learn that.